Changing the world 1 yard at a time. Okay, yard fanatics, I'm showing you this video because I'm getting real excited because signs of spring are here. Now, as you can see, I got a earthworm on my driveway, and look, let me show you. I got another one there that looks more like a snake. And yeah, it's not dead. It's still alive. Look. See it? See it moving? And it's another one here somewhere. I lost track of it. There it is. Guys, these worms are crawling out of my lawn. Now, that's a good sign that I do have some micro activity starting to come around. I haven't treated my yard at all with anything, so we're starting to get this these earthworms starting to show up. Now, as you see, I treated last year with some 007 Let's Go, and here's a few spots where you see some weeds. See it right there? Clover type. That, I don't know if that's baby gripe weed or what, but a little piranha right in there, annual bluegrass. And normally you'll start seeing that around the edges. Why the edges? Because a lot of times that's the area that's probably don't get protected as much when you're putting down your pre-emergent. And as you can see right here, that's dead Bermuda grass buildup. And where that coming from is where my water is washing down. And the good thing about that is I know I don't have thatch throughout the entire yard, so my yard is kind of able to take in, you know, that rain and wash stuff where it's supposed to go. Now, the bad thing about that is if you put down a liquid pre-emergent, and there goes some more weed. If you put down a liquid pre-emergent, there should be a link in the description showing you this, and maybe a video playing up in one of these corners showing me and Eric putting down some. The disadvantage of putting that down and you get a heavy rain, that stuff will wash away. Okay, key mistakes people make when they put down pre-emergent is, and I'm just walking through my yard so you can see some spots where we got weeds and stuff. We didn't get full protection, but we got enough. Yeah, broadleaf right there. More broadleaf, clover type. That stuff will wash away. Okay, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. The areas you see those weeds, normally where it's kind of rainy, where it runs. If you look, you'll see right in here a whole lot of weeds. Okay, it may be hard to tell, but my yard is flat from here, then it slopes off. So where we did a liquid application or even a granular application, if you're constantly getting rain, your pre-emergent will kind of wash away. And that's one of the things why I went a 0.83 5-month protection on a couple of yards that I did. Look at that, there goes some more. And like I said, guys, this is mainly where it's sloped off at, where I'm getting that weed starting to germinate. So there goes some more right there. Look at that broadleaf, that planted. You got some choices here. Your best bet is, I'll put it to you like this. A lot of guys are asking me, should I put down pre-emergent now on my Bermuda lawn? at the end of January. Now, the technical answer is the ground, the temps are too cold, and you may have a problem with it absorbing. My suggestion, if you're going to do it, do a granular pre-emergent application. One of them, the problems you may have, it needs to be watered in, and since it's in the rainy season, you're probably not going to water it in, so that's why I'm suggesting a granule. Lasts a tad bit longer for as staying in this spot. When you spray it and you get a heavy downpour the next day, or 2 or 3 hours of just straight rain, more than likely your application is not going to have time to absorb into the ground and stabilize. And what I mean by stabilize is it'll rain, it'll go in the ground, it needs to sit there for some hours. It's almost like you baking it in, and then it can rain after that, but by that time it's absorbed. Now you can see here too, I got a lot of weeds coming down through here, and mainly it's because this area doesn't get sun as much as it should, because I got that brick wall putting shade on this area, and then these particular trees, when they're at full bloom, get a lot of shade. So a lot of shady areas will tend to pick up some weeds also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to treat it, but you have that question about bringing my yard out of dormancy ahead of time. If I treat this with the liquid, with 007 granule, it'll last longer, but my issue is I want to try to bring my yard out of dormancy a little bit ahead of time. So I'll be treating it with a nitrogen, let's go like a 19 or 24 with some pre-emergent and post-emergent that should be applied in April. Not April, January, February, March. March, that is. Sorry about that, in March, okay? Now, if I treat it now with this 007, that's going to be about 3 or 4 months of protection. But I don't want that long of protection while applying this pre-emergent. So I have to make a decision. Now I can actually come by and spot spray these particular weeds, or I can hand weed them, pull them out. But I want overall protection. So more than likely I am going to go with a granule. But to decide, yeah, you probably could go with a 007 right now. And they have all kinds. If you check with this company called SiteOne, SiteOne, they can give you a little bit more information on what you need to put down, because all 007s this may not be a 0.86 premium. It could be a 0.29 stonewall, all kinds of percentages. So you have to check with them actually. But I did go with a 007. I went for the 007.29 stonewall last year on my particular yard. So overall protection was great. But now's the time to start thinking about your premium, because spring is right around the corner. You want to head these weeds off ahead of time, because we did have a high concentration of rain, coldness, snow sitting on the ground. That stuff melted and making your yard real soggy. Weed seeds are being moved back and forth. Plus with those birds and migration landing in your yard, maybe in flocks, dropping poop that may contain weed seeds in it. So yeah, let's go ahead and start getting that pre-em ready. But like I said, spring is right around the corner. As you can see, I got worms.